Hi, I'm Amy. Welcome to the video. Hey guys, today's video is going to be this classic take on a Christmas look in 2020. A little butterfly action. Yeah. If this looks like something you want to see me create, then just keep watching. Alright, today I am going to be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus concealer in light ivory. And I'm going to put concealer on first because this one is a little bit peachier. So I'm going to put it on first and do my foundation second. I know I've been using my Flower Beauty one like crazy, so I wanted to get some use out of some of my favorites from the year. Just a little spot conceal. And then the tip of my nose is getting like itty bitty zits, probably from mask. That's fun. Blend it out with my sponge. I think I'm going to take a teeny bit more of the concealer right in here. Now this isn't like a full coverage concealer, but it is very like malleable. It like mixes into the skin really nicely. There's that. Okay, and I've been really excited to use this foundation again. I'm going to use the Skin Perfect HD foundation from Kokie in the shade 10C. I'm just going to pump some on the back of my hand. And this was a very like lightweight kind of coverage, really skin-like. So I want to see today if I can build it up a little bit, because when I first tried it in my, I think I was trying New to Me affordable makeup, something like that. I'll link it here if you haven't seen it, but in that video I left it really skin-like. And I want to see if it builds up a little bit. Gives you a tinted skincare look, you know? Would you guys be interested in seeing a 3-day wear test on this foundation? Let me know down below. I love doing that, like, for you guys, but also for myself, because sometimes you're like, I didn't really like that foundation, but you can't grasp why, you know? So it really helps me as well. This eye keeps watering. It's probably because of Vlogmas. It's like, please sleep, please stop. Like, I will stop. Maybe next year. So my Vlogmas is only going to go through Christmas Eve. So my last Vlogmas video will go up Christmas Eve. And then I will probably not post Christmas Day or that weekend at all. But I plan on coming back on the following Monday with my normal 3 videos a week. I don't want to take too long off because, like, I want to stay in the, like, work mode that I've been in, where I, like, film, edit, you know? Obviously, like, a little toned down, you know, 3 videos a week, but I don't want to lose any of that speed and work ethic, you know? So this is basically one pump spread out over my face. So now I'm going to take a little bit more. I'm going to specifically place it over, you know, like my areas that I kind of spot concealed earlier, and kind of see if this builds up a little bit more. Yeah, I definitely think that gave me a little bit more coverage. But like I said in that video, I don't think it'll get past like a low medium situation. Just wasn't built for it. I like it. I brought this out so that I could show you guys. Look! I know I just posted my empties video, and I mean this is totally an empty. There is like the teeniest, tiniest amount in there. So I am gonna try to pick whatever that is up. But I mean, after today, this is going. This is a bye-bye. Finally panned this bad boy, and it's probably been years, like 4 years since I bought this. So maybe I shouldn't be putting it so close to my eyes. By the way, today I am also using All Drugstore brushes. So this is the Wet n Wild P65. I like this one for under the eyes or to wipe away like glitter. I barely set under my eyes because I want to use this NYX Cream Contour again. I haven't used it since that video. I did a full face of NYX. If you didn't see it, I will link it here. But if you saw that video, I really didn't like the foundation. So I wasn't sure if I liked this. It was quite orange, so let's see how it looks today. Still quite orange. But let's think bronzer, not contour, you know? Because I feel like I liked the formula of it. And this is a e.l.f. 105 brush. See, I feel like that blends really beautifully. I do think it is a little warm for me, but the formula is really nice. And again, I got the color medium, so if they do have a light, I might like that better. I don't know if I would pick it up because the whole palette, I'm probably not going to use these other colors very much, but if they came out with just the creams, I would consider picking up a lighter shade because I do think this is a nice formula. And actually I might have other creams, like bigger palettes, because it's supposed to be like, you know, like an affordable makeup artistry brand or whatever. I don't know, I think that's nice. Let's see. I'm gonna do powder bronzer after this, because since this one's so warm, I'm gonna do something a little bit cooler. Alright, next for powder contour, I'm gonna go into the Profusion Highlight and Contour 1, and I'm gonna dip into this shade here, and I'm gonna use my e.l.f. pointed powder, precision powder, something like that. I'm gonna really dig it into like the top part of the brush so I can focus in the contour. And I actually don't go in the contour because my contour is actually quite low, so I go above it to try to lift. See, this color is darker, but it is just a bit more neutral. It's not as orange, but they look good together. What are your favorite Christmas songs? I love Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree because it's just fun. I love Silver Bells because it's really fun to sing. And I love Hark the Herald Angels Sing because it's really fun to sing. Can you tell I was in choir? Okay. Excellent. Really love that. Looking really smooth. Really skin-like. Now, I do want to set the under eyes and eyelids a little bit more. I'm going to use the Essence Brighten Up powder, which is what I pulled into my monthly makeup basket because I was planning on finishing my Rimmel one. So I'm going to pat out this big old crease. And this is the same brush, the Wet n Wild P65. And then I am going to do a little more under here. I feel like on me, it acts more like a translucent powder. And these zits right here are going to really bother me when I go to do my lips, so I will probably put more concealer and more powder on top of them. I don't powder so much that I can't do that because I have dry skin. I just kind of lightly set it, you know? I think before I go to blush, I want to do my eyes and my lips and kind of see what I'm feeling. But I will throw on this NYX High Gloss. I've used it in a couple videos now, and I've really been liking it. I'm going to use this large, I think it's meant for bronzer. It's this Ulta Beauty and I think the Black Widow collaboration, which they've had on sale because holidays. But pack that brush and then hit the high points of my face, and then once it's mostly deposited, hit the rest of the face. I love finishing powder. So, love that. Love it. It gave me a little bit more of like a gold reflect. We're going to move on to the eyeballs. So for today, for the eyes, I mostly want to do a wing, wish me luck, and a red lip. Like I want to go classic, but I wanted to have a little bit of dimension in the crease, almost like a no makeup look, and then add the wing. And I also want to have like sparkly. So I know I'm like barely using this, but I want to pull out my Love in London palette and use these two. So this one's a little bit cooler, this one's a little bit warmer, and I feel like those will be perfect to give just a hint of a shadow in the crease. I'm gonna take my trusty, dusty NYX number 16, and I am gonna go into Scone, which is the cooler toned one, and I will link below where I've found that this palette is still available, and it has been on quite a clearance because it is a little bit older. So you can probably get it for like, I mean, $8 or something, honest. And it's so good. And if you haven't seen, I consider this almost a Natasha Denona dupe for the Glam palette. I will link that video here where I swatched some shade comparisons. I'm just spreading out this color so lightly that it doesn't even look like I'm wearing anything on my eye. That's what I want. I want it to look like I have no eyeshadow on. So I'm just putting it directly into the crease and blending it as much as possible. I can see that I've made like a shape here where this part's bigger, so I'm going to try to remedy that. But that's it. We're going to not go out past where we're going to do that wing, and I'm going to end up doing the wing, you know, following that to my brow, you know. Same to the other eye. This is one of the lightest shades in this palette. There are some really, really nice, rich colors in here, and the pigmentation is excellent. If you've never tried it, I highly suggest. And I do prefer these 16 pan palettes. I've had a couple different palettes of theirs, and this is my favorite formula. They do vary a little bit. Perfect. I'm going to take my NYX number 43 into the same shade and just run that under the bottom lash line. I do want to be very like Audrey Hepburn today, like no lower lash line, but I do like to put a little bit of eyeshadow under here just because I have small eyes and I like to define it a little bit and see how it made my eye like a little bit bigger just by putting that underneath. And it doesn't even look like I have anything underneath there, so that's what I'm going for. The shadow on this side of my face is because the window is right there and the sun has just come up. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning. Yes, it's December and I have my windows open. Okay, now I'm going to dip into Cheers, which is that little bit warmer shade. Same brush. This one is a little bit darker, so we're probably going to see this on my eyes. The same 43. And we're going to go into the crease. Real close. Like so. So you see how that did like just a little bit more. I just feel like this warmth is going to look really nice with the shimmers. And I'm not putting that on the lower lash line, but I am going back into my 16. So first I'm going to do the windshield to keep that majority of the pigment there, and then I will go in little circles and such to blend it up. So, because I'm not a professional, especially at winged liner, I'm going to use some of the browns in here to make myself the shape so that I can perfect the shape with shadow first so that I know where I'm going, because sometimes I will go out further in one eye, etc, etc. I'm going to take this Sonia Kashuk eyeliner brush, and this is just a little flat eyeliner brush. I like this because then I can just like stamp and I have a wing, and then I can just you know, connect the dots or whatever. I'm gonna just start in Scone, which is that super light color that we were using, and it's probably not gonna show up very much, but I just want to ease myself into this line, and there's nothing wrong with that, okay? So I'm gonna look as straight forward as I can and relax my face and give myself right at the end here, following the bottom lash up, and I'm just gonna go towards my, no, can't see it at all. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna use, actually this one's Crumpet, and it's quite dark. Relaxing. I'm gonna go to here, like so. Okay, let's do this on the other side. We're gonna start with just the line. Those look pretty even, right? So I'm also checking to see if I came out from my eye the same amount. So like my eye ends right here, and I've come out like this much. So I'm gonna take Morphe like brow brush. I never ever use this side, and we're gonna see if we just kind of wipe some of that away. Not an issue. Just powder. I'm gonna grab my that Essence banana powder. Just put a little bit on here, just so I have something to erase with, you know. I'm gonna do it to the same side to the other side. I gotta remember I'm not putting anything on the lower lash line. So I've got, instead of aligning to where shadow would be on my lower lash line, I kind of want to go to where like my actual lash line is. So I want to go up a little bit further than what I am doing. This is my thought process I'm sharing with you. I think that looks good. We'll go in with the liner and use the liner to fill in the rest. I am going to use the NYX Epic Ink. I think this might be the only pen liner that I have. Not bad. I'm just going to do the wings first, and I will line the rest of the eye when I have, because I'm going to put some sparkle on it too. I just got ahead of myself. Freaking out about putting eyeliner on. Not perfect, but not bad. Okay, I'm gonna just leave this here real quick. And I want to put some sparkle on the eye. Okay, so we have Mycellium and Olympic from RawBeautyKristi and Colourpop's collection. And I'm gonna swatch them here so I can pick one. Or maybe use both, I don't know. So, Olympic is like a champagne with a lot of sparkles. And Mycellium, a little bit more gold leaning, but doesn't have as much of a base. It is mostly sparkles. So see how Mycellium, you can't even see it on my hand, but it reflects. This one you can see on my hand, Olympic. So I think I'm going to use Mycellium because I do want it to be like a blank eyelid with just like sparkles. So I'm wiping off my hand because I still have a little bit of pigment from the BH Cosmetics swatches. And then I'm going to take my finger, swirl in here, and I'm going to tap majority in the center and work my way around. Yeah, see, this one is just like a sparkle. I love this shade. I think it's super versatile. You could put it over anything and it would be great, but like on its own it's great too. And it is like gold and silver and just heaven. And I am like pressing into the crease, and then I'm gonna blend it. So we're just brushing through a crease. Wipe off my brush for any particles it picked up. And brushing. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Don't look at how terrible my wings are. Alright, back to the liner. I'm probably actually going to start in the middle just to lay down the majority of the ink and get myself prepared. But then I'm going to work my way in, and then I'll meet myself with the wing and fix it up. So I'm using the body of the liner. Look at my inner corner right now. My eyes started watering and it took all of the pigment. Now let's connect the wing to the liner. You know, it's a little orange is the new black, but it's fine, right? Should I do thicker? I just don't have that much lid, I don't feel like. Alright, I'm gonna go fight with this liner and I will be right back. These wings ended up being a little bit butterfly-y. It happens sometimes, I guess. So when I close my eyes, we've got this little schwubbing happening. When I open my eyes, you can kind of see it. There's a little bit of this like cute little negative space situation happening. I think she's cute. She's cute. So I took the shade Cheeky in here and I kind of popped it in my inner corner. And look at how beautiful and bright that color is. I love this palette so much. Alright, so I feel like, one, I need some brows on. And you know how I feel about brows. If you don't, I just don't care about them. I'm gonna take this e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. And I'm gonna kind of underline my brow a little bit. Like so. Just to give it a little bit of shape. Try to give it a similar shape. Like so. And I could do a top line, but I don't have an arch. I don't have any eyebrow out here. When I relax, my eyebrow goes like down. So it doesn't look good when I'm relaxed if I put a big arch on there. And then I just try to, you know, do a little bit of a hair-like stroke situation. Mostly what I'm trying to do is just kind of give me a shading on my skin to make it appear like I have a little bit more brow. And then I would take either the spoolie on here or just this blank spoolie. This one's a little bit bigger, so I'm just going to use this one. So that's what my brows are going to do today. I feel like I should, because I have black liner on, put something in my waterline. But I don't want to go black because my eye is going to water so bad. I'm going to use my Maybelline. I would use my RawBeautyKristi one, but it's not right here. So I'm going to line my upper. And my trick is to look away from where you're going. So if I'm going to do it over here, I'm going to look over here. I'm going to do it over here. So that is the eye look. I'm stopping there. I'm not doing anything on the lower lash line. But for mascara, I'm going to use the Essence Lash Princess. I've been loving this since I used it in that video, new to me makeup, because it's not new, but it is new to me. And then I'm going to just take a Q-tip for this right in here. Bing, bang, boom. And then we'll rub it up there. And then I'm going to take that brow brush again and try to... So, I don't know if it's this guy or the people next to me did some sort of construction. Oops, see, I can't talk. Okay, so I don't know if it's the guy below me or the people next to me. But they were doing construction for a couple days, which is fine. And I heard, you know, like construction people talking in the halls and stuff. And I could like hear the tools and everything like that. After that was done, my door is no longer closed. Like the closet door in the bathroom door here, no longer closed after they did whatever they did. Foundation in here. Oh my gosh, girl. Okay, I'm going to use the Rimmel Stay Matte. I love these in Firestarter. The Stay Satin is my favorite, but like for a matte formula, this is a pretty good formula. So I'm wiping off the majority of the wand since I don't have liner on yet, and I'm gonna apply. I hate when I try to hold my lip open in a certain position and it like it goes. So that is the lip. This one is like vibrant and it has kind of an orangey undertone. I love it. And I'm not going to put the lip liner on because the lip liner was like quite pink. Okay, so I pulled out these two blushes. The Milani Romantic Rose and the NYX Fig. So we've got this super pale blinked out, this a little bit more vampy, a little bit more color. I think I'm going to use both. I'm going to use my Flower Beauty blush brush and start with this one, and it's going to be like a soft little kiss, right? And then I'm going to take a little bit of this one and I'm going to try to do it a little bit further back, like so. Okay, I'm going to take the brush I used for the finishing powder, kind of go right here, because I want to keep this part of my face a little bit brighter. And I am going to put a little bit of the essence again here. I'm going to take a minute and I'm going to do something to this wet hair and be right back. Alright, so my hair is done and this is the full completed look. I thought about putting lashes on, but I don't want to cover up the little accident detail that I put in there, so I'm going to leave it just like this. And that is all that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me out so much. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!